Hey guys, Redstone Without Limits here, and we're doing another Python tutorial. So, I'm just gonna leave that there so you can see some nice, beautiful scenery. But yeah, let's get into this. So, I said that I would do one on converting values, so such as a string to an integer, or an integer to a floating point, or a floating point to an integer. All that will be explained in this video because I think that's very useful, especially if you want to print something and it's in, say, a list format. You might want to convert it to a string. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. So let's say let's first set a variable, and we're going to set it as 0.352, right? We'll just add a 5 over the rate explain, and what we're going to do is we're going to print that variable as it is, and we get 5.352, right? So let's say that we want to round that. It's a very easy process. So you do print, and then you do int. Int converts any value that's in here and returns that value as an integer. So we're going to convert it, right? So we get 5 point. Well, we don't get the point. We get 5, right? Now let's say we want to convert that number to a floating point, or let's convert it to a string. What about that? I don't know if there's really a way for me to prove that it's a string. Well, there is, but there would be a lot more code in here, but let's go ahead and do this. So first of all, we're going to convert it to an integer. So we're going to say a equals the integer of a. That'll convert it to an integer, and then we do float a, and we get 5.0. Just what we wanted. Now, obviously, it's not going to, get that 3.52 back, but it will convert it to a floating point. So now the interpreter, it recognizes it as a floating point. So another thing we can do is we can take a equals the float. If you don't know what a floating point is, then basically what it is just something with a decimal place. Like so, it's pretty self-explanatory. Okay, so we're gonna convert a to a float, and we're gonna print a as a string. So the function for a string is just str. We're going to take that and we're going to print it as a string. It doesn't really show up that it's a string. One thing we can do if you really wanted to see, we can import turtle, and we can do turtle.write, and what we do is str and a. That will show up 5.0. Now, if we didn't do that, I'll show you what happens. So it doesn't like that because it has to be a string. So if you ever get this error where it says file needs to be a string or something like that, then you know what to do. It's pretty easy. Also, another thing that's kind of cool, pretty sure you can convert these two binary values. Yeah. So first of all, you have to convert it to an integer, and you do int, and then a. So a now equals an integer. You can find the binary value of that, and it will give you the binary for that, which is correct, as 5. This is just something that happens since it is binary. It goes 0B11 or 101. Yeah. So you can also do hex. So you can take the hex value and it will return the hex as a string, which then you hit the then turn to an integer. So I think you can do octal. Yes, you can. So yeah, it does that. And I guess if you wanted it to just be an integer, you could just convert it like that. This is pretty useful whenever you want to actually print something to the screen, or you want to convert values, stuff like that. But yeah, so if you like this video, then go ahead and hit that like button. And if you want to see more, I'm going to be doing videos, so go ahead and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video.